Kristen Copeland. It was a scary day in Utica yesterday after shots were fired not once but 3 times.
Nobody was hurt, and Utica police now following up on leads, but neighbors are outraged, and they tell News Channel 2's Brent Carney enough is enough. It's your top story on this Monday night.
It was scary because I'm like, not on my street.
Vita Watson has lived on Simon's Place for quite a while and was surprised when she heard shots were fired just yards away from her home.
That's super crazy. Like I said, I've been here 25 years, right here. We've never had anything happen on this street.
But Simon's Place was one of 3 streets where shots were fired, all on the same day.
At this point, we're still early in the investigation. Usually in these situations, we're several minutes behind the 8 ball for arrival time. We're not arriving on while the car is leaving or the person is leaving. So then we have to start working backwards from there. And it's video surveillance, witnesses, things like that.
Nate Discavage lives across the street from where shots were fired here on House Street.
Yesterday I was just kind of hanging out in the apartment. I was actually watching the TV show Narcos on Netflix, which has a lot of like gunfire and stuff in the background. So initially there was a point when I was watching the show and I heard something.
He then looked out his window.
5 minutes later, 10 minutes later, I don't know, I look outside and I see just a bunch of cops roaming the street. So I'm like, oh my God, what happened?
Several shots were fired into this home on House Street. And like Vita, Nate was surprised when police informed him of the shooting.
It's pretty quiet. I've never really had any kind of issue with it. There haven't been any major incidents that I've been aware of. Get along with the people around me.
A spike in violence that police say will prompt future discussions.
I think with the recent spike in gunfire at the end of 2019 and now into the early months of 2020, I think it just continues the conversation, and it's a conversation that needs to be had.
And as the investigation continues, police are still trying to determine if the 3 incidents were related. In Utica, Brent Carney, News Channel 2.
A reminder that police and community advocates are hosting what's called a Solutions Summit this Saturday. It's from 10 to 1 at the Parkway Rec Center in Utica. Organizers want to hear from as many people as possible about what they think is the root of the problem and to come up with solutions to the recent gun violence.
Continuing coverage on a